Nabanggit mo rin that we're only seeing a minuscule amount here with the flood control budgets. Saan pa kayo nakakita ng insertion?
So, ito Gretch, we were able to study insertions of the Department of Public Works and Highways over the past 20 years. In terms of accounting, comparable accounting, meron kami from 2018 to 2025. Yung sinasabi po namin, flood control projects are just the tip of the iceberg or just a drop in the bucket. Unfortunately, Gretch, kasi sa DPWH budget, 828 billion pesos yung secret congressional insertions to the convergence and special support programs. I agree with Senator Drilon that an insertion is an amendment. But what I make a distinction on is the practice of abusive and secret congressional insertions, mga last-minute insertions in the BICAM na hindi naman talaga napagdebatihan and there are claims that these insertions are proposed by contractors and wala naman talaga sa plano, sa kabuuang plano ng 18 major river basin master plans na dapat talaga ay magkaroon ng disiplina, no? So yung mga convergence and special support programs, ano pong gustong sabihin nito? Ito po ay mga programa na kung saan may dalawang ahensya na nagko-converge o nagko-collaborate. Halimbawa, ang Department of Public Works and Highways and the Department of Tourism for tourism roads. So the Transportation Department with the roads leading to airports and seaports. The Department of Education in terms of classrooms. At kung ano pa yung may in-insert din sila mga flood control projects dyan. So yan,
and how much goes to this? Oo.
The insertions were 828 billion. Insertions pa lang yan,
wow.
Hindi pa yung kabuuang budget. Pero sa tingin po namin, nandito talaga yung karamihan sa mga iba pang prone na kailangan i-prioritize ng Independent Commission or ng Independent People's Commission kasi ito po yung mga risky transactions na nakikita ng
So when you say
last
minute insertion ito, sa BICAM ba ito lumabas?
Right. Karamihan sa mga insertions na ito, very last minute, not properly scrutinized. And one of the things that we discovered, Gretch, in our 20-year study of the Department of Public Works and Highways budget is that it was a very interesting phenomenon that during the time of Secretary Babe Singson was now a member of the Independent Commission, no, napakaliit lang yung percentage ng insertions to the DPWH budget. I think hanggang mga 2% lang. No, the reason why they were able to control those insertions to the DPWH budget was because they said kung mag-i-insert man ang mga kongresista, dapat naaayon siya sa national plans, sa National Highway Plan, sa National sa River Basin Master Plans. At kung wala doon, hindi nila pwedeng i-insert. Diba? It's like roads leading to nowhere, bridges leading to nowhere, flood control structures that are really sometimes even make floods worse. Diba? Kung wala sa plano, dapat alisin. And the president, the Senate President writes that the president should line item veto all of the projects that are not part of this plan. So the discipline is the DPWH has a plan. Any insertions should be part of that plan.
That's why it was kept to 2%. Okay. Right. Sabi mo nga, kahapon din sa Senate Committee hearing na 700 billion lamang yung kinakailangan. Kung natupad itong Major River Basins Master Plan, which is well within those secret congressional insertions that you mentioned, na 828 billion, yung masakit ay pwede na siya ng mapatupad yun in full scale. No? But what do you think or how do you assess the 243 billion in unprogrammed appropriations still? Do you agree with Congress that having the unprogrammed appropriations is really inevitable at kailangan natin yan, lalong-lalo na for the foreign-assisted projects, pati na rin doon sa mga kalamidad na hindi natin inaasahan o alam kung ano yung extent ng damage? Don't we have enough of these contingency funds?
I've changed my mind about this, Gretch, after debating with some other public finance experts. Dati sinasabi ko na yung foreign assisted project is ang legitimate use ng unprogrammed appropriations, I've changed my mind. I think the entire unprogrammed appropriations as a concept should be abolished. And because, for example, yung nasasabing mga uses, yung mga rebuttals to the abolition, sinasabi nila na dapat yung foreign assisted projects nandyan. Actually, putting foreign assisted projects in the unprogrammed appropriations is a relatively new phenomenon. In fact, in 2012, around 1 billion lang ito, no? So normally both yung foreign loan and the government counterpart, yung binabayad ng Pilipinas para dun sa loan, normally nilalagay yan pareho sa programmed appropriations. Hindi naman talaga sa UA. So hindi po totoo na kailangan siya absolutely for foreign assisted projects to fly. No, that's not true. The second thing was what we heard from PALA spokesperson Claire Castro and Speaker Boji D, na sinasabi nila, unprogrammed yan kasi may mga kalamidad, di ba? Hindi mo mapaprogram yan. But actually, there are already instruments and funds within the programmed appropriations, tulad ng contingent fund, tulad ng National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, tulad ng quick response funds that are already part of our contingency planning, no, for the budget. So meaning, even within the programmed appropriations, the funding for unexpected events and calamities can actually already be funded. Kasi isipin mo, Gretch, di ba? Yung unprogrammed appropriation, magagamit lang siya kapag may extra revenues yung gobyerno. No? Kung magkaroon ka ng calamity tapos maghahanap ka pa ng extrang pondo, hindi mo siya ma-release kaagad. Kaya kailangan mo siyang ilagay sa programmed
doesn't
appropriation.
fit into that
Correct.
specification.